Say something else that is a trick of Satan. He tries to get us to judge the goodness of God. Now, I want you to think about that for a moment. We're finite. We're not infinite. We're finite. We don't know everything. And yet we judge an infinite, all-knowing, all-wise God. I'm telling you, it's a trap. And here's the reason it's so important. If you don't believe that God is good, you won't love Him, you won't serve Him, you won't follow Him, you won't trust Him. No matter what happens in the economy, no matter what happens with your body, no matter what happens in your family, you won't trust Him, because Satan will say, ha, there's proof that God's not good. And I'm telling you, God's good. And He's got a good plan for your life, even if you don't see it fully yet. It's a lady named Amy Wilson Carmichael, who was a missionary to India for 55 years. 55 years. When she was a little girl, she had one prayer. Now, all of us have kind of mixed up prayers when we're kids, you know. But this was a very important prayer to her, and the reason is all the little girls in her neighborhood had blue eyes, but she had brown eyes. And so she prayed for years when she was a little girl that God would change her brown eyes to blue. That's what her prayer was. And then as she got in her 20s, she began helping the poor, and then felt the call to India. When she got over to India, she realized that many of the parents were actually selling their daughters to be temple prostitutes, selling their daughters into slavery, sexual slavery, for the rest of their lives. And so she prayed about what she could do to help these girls out. And God gave her the idea of taking coffee grounds and dyeing her skin darker to appear as an Indian, to go into these places and rescue these girls one by one. She got an orphanage going. People supported this. Over her 55 years, they rescued thousands of these girls. But she tells the story that one day, she's in front of the mirror, she's putting the coffee grounds on her skin to make her appear darker so that she could appear Indian. And as she was looking in the mirror, all of a sudden she realized, God, every Indian girl has brown eyes. You gave me these brown eyes so that I could do what I love to do, and that's help these girls. And here's what she said: God, you are so good. I'm telling you, the Father is good. God is good, and the devil is bad. And he does everything he can to point to things in our lives and tell us that God is not good. But I want to encourage you today, no matter what you're going through, God really is good, and He has a good plan for your life. Hey, next week we're going to continue this series, My Best Friend, the Father. I'll see you then.
Tonight's special offer on the Blessed Life